How you doing? All right. Appreciate you being here. So I guess this is Tuesday, but it's Thursday, and everything's playing on Tuesday night. It's going to be a lot of fun. This October is great exposure for our school and our conference, so we're excited about that. And open up with Liberty, who is the best Group of 5 team in America, and they have a excellent program and phenomenal facilities, and our guys are excited about going there to play. And so Jamie does a great job with them, and they are loaded with talent, and I would say they have the best G5 quarterback in America also. So they're a good football team, and they haven't lost a regular season game, and I can't remember when. So we got a work cut out for it, but we're excited about going there to play. So I'll take any questions at this time.
Coach, you've got some injuries. Do you feel your depth is being tested at this point, and how?
Yeah, I think that every team in the country's depth at this time is kind of being tested with all the different things that transpire in college football right now. And but we've got guys that we've been working up that are backups that have stepped up and have done some good things, and they did some good things Saturday. So we'll see how everything goes, but we have confidence in our guys, and that they can step up. The coach says always the next up is always the cliche, but definitely we've been practicing them. They've been getting work at it, and we feel like some of our backups have played quite a bit of football, which makes a huge difference to get them on the field.
With Antonio at tight end, what does he bring different, or what do you like about his game?
Antonio, he is an all-around tight end. He can block, he can catch, he can run, he can be on line, he can be off the line, he can flex out. He's a really excellent athlete. Very bright young man, and really like his. I think he's an every down tight end, and he had a really good game Saturday, and I expect to have another really good game this Tuesday.
I think at left guard you had to change to how's Wyatt doing, and how did Dellenback fill in?
Shellenback's done really well, and Wyatt has done well, and then we also played Jaleel Davis in there at the right guard, kind of resting those guys, and I think that's helped us a lot, being able to have a little bit more depth through the games, especially when it was so hot Saturday. I think it was like the hottest day it's been at that time in a long, long time. That time in the calendar helped us a lot there. So Shellenbach's done an excellent job, and Wyatt has too.
You moved Chad Staley to tight end. What went that change?
Chad is an excellent blocker, and we felt like he's one of our centers. But watching him and seeing how bright he is and understanding, we felt like that he could be an inline tight end and block. He also he's a really good athlete, so he can catch the ball and do some things there. But we felt like that gave us another dimension to help us in the run game, especially on the edges, and be able to do that. And he understands the blocking schemes. He understands the calls. So that was an advantage that we took that we thought Chad could help us with, and he definitely helped us a lot Saturday, and we look forward to him helping us at that tight end spot as the year goes along.
What were you able to take away last year from preparing for the mid games that maybe you didn't do that you're going to do now, and just how's that adjustment been at least now here?
Yeah, you got to adapt to the schedules, and you just kind of look at everything as Tuesday is Saturday, and work at it from there. So our kids understood that and learned that. Some of the new guys are kind of get used to it. And also one of the things that we did, this year we had a little bit of a break here, so we had a few days off to make sure the kids got their recovered and got themselves back. And then coaches, we worked on Liberty, but we're also working on other teams, because when you fly out and you turn around, we have one game, we turn back, come around after we fly to UTEP, and then we turn around and play Sam Houston. Really, by the time we get here, it'll be 6 or 7 a.m. in the morning. So we really play Houston. We really just turn around and play Sam Houston in about 4.5 days. So we have to have everything prepared, and then how we prepare the team on that is important. So the preparation, and then also giving our players rest throughout the week.
Talk about the running backs, Cooley and Lucas, both of them ran over 100 yards against the
Yeah. They're really good. They kind of do that to everybody. And they're excellent runners. They're very physical runners. We have to be able to tackle them well. And so we need to do that. So we've been working on that. They're guys you got to wrap up and get down. You can't shoulder these guys down at all. And their offensive line does a great job of getting up to the second level and different things there. They have a really big athletic offensive line, so they do a good job there.
Talk about the defensive line.
Yeah, they don't bring a lot of guys. They kind of get to you with 4. They're good athletes. They rotate some other guys in. They have a good rotation up there, and they will definitely blitz you some, but most of the time they're bringing 4 and they're playing man free coverage, we'd like to say, and they do a good job of their secondary. It plays tight coverage and does a good job. But the front 4, you don't always see that, kind of like the NFL. Sometimes if they can get to you with 4, they're really good defenses, and that's what they're able to do some. So our offensive line do a good job against them, and we've been working on that.
With their pass game, I know they don't have Daniels anymore. I think they're using Sibley a little bit more now. Just talk about that.
Yeah. Well, Caden can make every throw. He has a cannon. He can flick it, and it goes 55, 60 yards. He can throw from the far hash all the way to the sidelines on deep outs and with ease. And the other thing that is he's really hard to bring down. So he'll get pressure, and he'll sidestep it, and he'll just whip it out there. Time after time. Now he has gotten sacked some this year, but he's able to escape a lot of it. But, yeah, their receivers are really good. Mobley is a wide receiver that is flying around. He looks like he has a lot of speed. Number 6, Reese, made a ton of big catches in their last game. He can go up and get it. And then Treon, he made a big 60-yard catch against us last year, catch and run. He is an excellent receiver, but he's excellent run after the catch. So you got to wrap him up and get him down to the catch. He comes out of those tackles a lot of times, and that's going to be a key for us to make sure when he catches it, we're close enough to get him down right then, because he makes a lot of damage on the run. And then Donnie Lee's a tall, fast receiver. Elijah Cannon, he looks like a tight end out there running receiver, and he can run. And Darius Copeland is a guy they use and moves around in the slot. But they also number 24 for them is a really good player that they bring in. It's kind of he's a slash running back receiver. If you remember last year, they had a number 82. They kind of did that with. He played running back. He motion and motion. And they're using 24 in the same way. So they've got a lot of weapons.
Talk a little bit about Prado having to step in there for Chase. Just how do
Yeah.
you handle that?
Ollie has done really well. It's been fun to watch him to do it. He's got an extremely strong leg, and he's handled it well. He missed his first one. He bounced back after that. That's the key. We always talk about get back up and go, and he has a lot of confidence and a lot of power in his leg, and we have a lot of confidence in him. I've been very pleased with how Ollie's done.
Saw you on the Vice teaser video there. How excited are you for him to see this?
Yeah, we're excited. I know Walter was excited about getting the Vice video out and seeing that, and get him some Vice outfits. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. The uniforms are going to be they're really nice, and the kids are excited about it, and it'd be a big night there. And that's a way ahead. I know we have to advertise it and do all of that. It kind of bothers you as a coach. You're just so focused on this game and everything else. But it's a great deal for the university and for our school and for their team to have that. To be a lot of exposure.
It's been a couple weeks for Q1 in the second year. Just seems like it's up towards the top of the stat boards for most of amongst the conference at least. Just what's made him so good this year?
Yeah, he is. He's seeing everything better. He's more and more consistent with his drops and his footwork, which keeps you consistently throwing. And he has good confidence, and we've got good players around him, and our line's done a great job. We've improved there, so he has more confidence in that with what we're doing, and so that's been a process of all of it. But yeah, key one, he needs to just keep working, keep improving, and I've seen that happen with him. I've been pleased with what he's done, and expect him to keep making strides to keep getting better.
Coach, big picture, what is it that Liberty does, and it's kind of a copycat league, and people want to emulate teams that have success, because they're not a traditional power. So how have they been able to do this in your estimation?
Well, number one, they have a lot of really good football players. They've been able to recruit really well there, even before Jamie got there with Hugh and all that they had. And the quarterback was there before Jamie got there. Jamie then came in and brought his system that he had at Coastal Carolina and Charleston Southern that is an excellent system, and the Salter fixed it perfectly. It's he's able to have big arm for big shots that they throw, but then they run a lot of different option principles, and Salter's able to read that and outrun defensive ends, outrun linebackers, their offensive line, the offensive line coach there is excellent, and they do a great job on the different run schemes that they do. They do a lot of pull schemes to the down tight end, and then they run some option principles out of that also, and makes it you have to defend the entire field, vertically and horizontally. That's what they do, and the quarterback, you have to have a quarterback that can do all of that, and he can. That's what makes them really special.
So it's not easy for other teams to emulate what they do?
Not unless you get a quarterback that can throw it 60 yards and on the target and then outrun everybody on the field. That's what makes them even more special. To me, he gets them out of a lot of trouble. And when you watch the tape, you go, oh my gosh, how did he do that? How did he do that? How did he do that? I know like the New Mexico State game, they were down, and New Mexico State on their last drive brings a blitz off the edge, and he makes them miss, makes another guy miss, then runs about 15 yards over here, then throws back across his body, hits a guy in the dead center on the run, and the guy gains 35 yards, and then they go down and end up scoring. Most people would have been sacked. So he makes a ton of plays for them. But Jamie does a great job with the system he runs. They know how to attack. They attack all different phases of your defense, and that's what I think puts so much pressure on you. And then having him be able to make some electrifying plays that when everything breaks down, he's able to keep it going, makes him extra special.
Chadwell was talking to you on his press conference how he believes you guys have the best defensive back room in the conference. Just how nice is it to hear, I guess other teams knowing what you guys have done and the work you guys have put in that room?
Yeah, our guys are playing hard and doing some good things there. And we've got the thing that we have to do against everybody is tackle well when things happen to us back there, and the guys are working hard with that. And Liberty's going to present a big challenge to us, but our guys are prepared to go do it and try to compete as best we can and see what happens.
Anything else, guys? Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
My first start was Central Michigan.
Central Michigan.
Yes, sir.
So you usually kind of rotating in and out, or you start?
Yeah, I rotate. I usually start, and then I usually rotates to keep us fresh.
And how are you finding the success here at this level? How do you feel?
It's definitely a step up in the competition, but we have a really awesome D-line, and they've been pushing me and getting me right and putting me on the best position possible to compete in these games. It's a big step up, but it's all football at the end of the day.
When you look at Liberty, a lot of veterans for them at least coming back. Just
Mhm.
what have you noticed from them on film, at least your defensive line?
Yeah, no, they're definitely a lot of returner guys, a lot of guys with a lot of experience, a lot of time playing ball. But I think that we know what we're doing, and we have a really good approach and scheme this week, and I think that we have a real good advantage.
Anything that stood out specifically about them, maybe scheme-wise on the defense?
Not necessarily, just they had all returners on the D-line, so those are going to be guys that have some chemistry together and are well playing together. We just got to attack it.
What's it been like working with those offensive linemen?
It's been awesome. Everyone here is a real positive and real contributing to the big picture. Everyone here is really pushing me to be my best potential. It's a step up coming from where I was at, but everyone's on board and really bought in, and it's really nice to play with offensive line that's really bought into the whole scheme and big picture.
Did you have any personal goals that you set for yourself when you entered the season?
All conference is the dream, definitely. Mm-hmm.
Are you playing at left guard now?
Yes, sir.
And what is the rotation like? Who else is playing at guard, both right guard and left guard?
I'm just playing dominantly left guard, but if someone goes down, we'll rotate some. We got Wyatt playing center, and then if somebody goes down, he's flexible to hop in either at right or left. And then Jaleel is also hopping in with me at left usually when I'm down.
And at right guard?
At right guard, Nair is starting, but he'll switch in that whole same rotation too if he needs to, Wyatt and Jaleel.
Do you feel more comfortable on one side or the other at guard?
No, sir. I'm open to playing either side.
Have you ever been through something like that where you're rotating so much?
Yeah, definitely. Coming from Tusculum, I played both sides of guard, both tackles. So I'm definitely open to playing other positions and playing wherever I'm needed to play. Anything else, guys? Thank you, sir.
Big difference in kicking here than when you were at St. Thomas?
Huge one. Timing-wise is completely different. I'm pretty sure we operated on a 1.3 seconds over there. Here we have a 1.25 minimum.
You had to get your kickoff a lot faster?
Field goal faster, a lot faster. Our long snapper does a great job putting the ball back there. I've never had an issue with him since I started going up with the ones. Dayton has one of the best hands as a punter I've ever seen, so that ball is always going to be put down no matter what. And as long as I take that first step, as soon as that ball goes, it should go in.
So in the beginning, did you have to hurry up your whole sequence, and does that take some adjustment? And can you talk about that?
Yeah, so at St. Thomas, I'm not going to say I had the worst, but we did have really, really good long snapper and holder, but these guys are at a whole different level. I can't even really compare them. Jackson's been doing this 3-year starter. Dayton been in college football longer than I've been in college, so they know exactly what needs to be done. I got my timing down, and from now on out, I'm not missing no more. So.
But you had to accelerate it in the beginning of these?
No, I actually had to slow it down.
You had to slow down?
Yeah, I was going way too fast.
Their part so fast?
Their part is so fast that I couldn't take off at the same time I used to. I had to, take a step back, breathe, and then let them do their work and trust that the ball will be down as soon as I
How long
took.
did it take you to get that?
They had me running reps at least once or twice with the ones, week 1 and week 2, and then I kind of just locked in with them as soon as the first 2 practices were up with the field goal. I was ready to go. It wasn't too much of a big difference.
So it wasn't until after Chase got hurt, unfortunately, then where you had more time with the
Yes, yeah. I was with the twos most of the time. I had my first official reps with the ones that Thursday, so that was my first time kicking full op reps with them, not just once. So yeah, it took me.
Has it been nobody expects an injury. I'm assuming you didn't expect to be in this spot, or how do you handle all this?
No, I came here to kick off. That's what I was told. I was always going to compete for field goal, but I came here to do one job. And kickers, we deal with sudden change no matter what. I got called up to do the job, and I'm here to do it.
What made you want to transfer over to FIU?
This culture here. I mean, these guys are great. I've known a lot of these FIU guys since I got here. Since I got into college my freshman year. Lucas graduated. I saw an opportunity to take. Knew that I can get that starting spot, so got the call, transferred over, and did what I had to and more.
So. Your teammates with Saquon?
Yeah. Saquon is a kid's an animal. He's never let anybody down, especially on the field. He knows exactly what to do, how to read a field. He's very patient. One of the nicest guys I've ever been able to play football with for the past 4 years. So Saquon's a huge aspect to this team, for sure.
What's it been working like with Coach Roper?
Awesome. Love him. Love him and Coach Buck. Both taught me some things that I've never even heard of in the kicking world, and I'm teaching them at the same time. Roper really understands how, specialists work on a day-to-day, how we think, like the mental aspect between a whole specialist group. So he really takes care of us and makes sure that, that we're good at the end of the day.
Anything else, guys?
All right, Antonio, Liberty, just what has stood out to you about them on film?
So far, as I see, they're a 4-down team. They're going to put us in man coverage, so we have a lot of room and opportunities to go make big plays right there. And that's all I've seen. They're a good, well put together team. Older guys, as Ben said earlier, they're returning D-line, so we just got to execute what Yost has in game plan for us.
Talk about stepping into that starting role last week against Lotzak, I'm sorry. Just what was that like, and just getting more reps?
Yes, sir. It was good. You always can play better. It was fun. I'm glad we came out with the win right there. Just having my team push me to be the best that I can be throughout the week, helped me fill in and do what I had to do to get the win for the starting role.
Being one of the newcomers, just what's it been like learning from these returners like a Josiah or Braden Stain who've been in that room before?
It's been good. Those guys opened me with they've taught me a lot. They push me every day and they critique. We critique each other without taking it to heart. it's been great. They've welcomed me with open arms, and we continue to push each other and get better in the room.